Okay. Shit. Just getting things set up here. Okay. Why? What's up? Okay. There we go. Okay, we're good. I do not have any... Ah, there's the map info. Thank you, Deckle. So the maps are going to be Final Hour, which was picked by Putsy's team. And that will be followed up by Curse, which was the pick of the Forest Angels. And if we require a tiebreaker map, that will be Campgrounds. So Final Hour, interesting pick by the side of PPD. Oh. No problem, K2. I did see they were in a server yesterday by themselves on this map, so I suppose they were practicing on here in preparation for today. It could be a good pick because I don't think FA is going to be very comfortable here. SDN, I don't even know if he's played the map. So I think this could be a good pick. I'm assuming that Putsy's going to be on the catwalk inside. What's up, Bunge? Box is here, the 2v2. Although sometimes, instead of having a 2v2 there, teams will put one guy on boxes and have one guy roaming here, helping catwalk inside and catwalk outside. So, it could go either way. We'll see how it ends up being set up here. Ah, shit, that is a good point, Spitter, but don't worry. It's doable. You never know. I mean, I could just be pretending like I'm casting, but I'm actually playing as well, under Crispy. I think it's a smart pick, yeah. I think it's a map pick that FA would probably not expecting. It's pre-recorded, exactly. Stop telling them how I do it, god damn it. This should actually be a pretty good match, I think. Deco, can you tell me what maps were banned by each team? I'm just curious. I'm gonna guess FA banned Olden and PPD... I don't know. Malice was banned by PPD. Okay, I guess that makes a bit of sense. And what did FA ban? Condemned. Okay. I was wrong. I was predicting Olden, but... God damn it, Benno. Stop giving shit away, too. I've been training Crispy how to cast, that way it's a lot easier for me to aliases him. Countdown is on, by the way. We are about to get underway with map number 1. And let's start with Putsy. I'm assuming he's going to be playing on the catwalk inside, and it looks like he's making his way there, and he is. See who his opponent will be. Surely not Lineage, that is not going to go well. Although Cedino was just up there too and killed him. Although Red holding all 3 points still, Cedino was unable to tag it. He did spawn there, luckily for him though. Lineage, are they playing 2 guys on catwalk inside? It kind of looks like that. Unless Lineage is roaming. It's hard to tell what they're doing just yet. Oh, you know what? My UT sounds are off, by the way. Let's quickly fix that. I forgot. There we go. Yeah. When I was spectating a game while I was eating earlier, and I had it on my speakers, not my headset, so I didn't want to hear all the annoying shots over my speakers, so I just turned everything off. That is how that goes. Okay, let's just have a look at F1 and try to figure out what's going on here. Farah is on the boxes. Are they playing a 2v2 here? Currently just looks like Fiber is over there, although he has no points. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. It's just a 1 point. In fact, the game is tied now. So we watch Crispy here. He does seem to be on boxes. I believe it's Crispy and Fiber on boxes. And Lineage, I think, is catwalk outside. And that would be APOC for PPD on catwalk outside. And of course, Putsy on inside. Cedino, I think is catwalk inside. Yeah, APOC is definitely on inside cat. Against, well, Vasha is just perhaps playing in between boxes and outside, which is the other roaming position you can do from boxes. Pick your poison, you either help cat in and out, or you help outside and play boxes. Red extending the lead. The game was tied, but now they have a 10-point advantage. So we'll check in with APOC a bit. How's it going on catwalk inside? Actually, you know, Dekel, you guys are doing all these map changes each season. I wish someone had taken a couple seconds to go into Final Hour and just change the names of these points so you can actually read them and not have everything blocked on the scoreboard like it is. That would have been nice. Maybe it can still be done. That would be sweet. If we could change the name of catwalk outside especially into something smaller. So it appears to be APOC against Vashna. And I can't really see who's winning that. Points are blocked out. APOC's dying a lot at the moment. Putsy, 21 points on catwalk inside. Against 12 of Lineage. It's actually not bad. So do they actually have Lineage playing against Putsy on the solo? Cedino appears to just be roaming. He could also just be lost. I mean, I'm not even certain he's played this map before. Cedino I'm talking about. Although it kind of looks like he's intentionally playing a roaming position here, so I think this is what Cedino's doing. They have Lineage on static catwalk inside. Vashna static outside. Farah static boxes with SDN roaming. That we finally figured it out. And it is not working, this setup, I will also say, as over a 20-point advantage, 24-point advantage for Team PPD right here. So you see there, like, Cedino's roaming, but he's not really tagging anything. So it's not helping all that much right here. They're going to try to get boxes back. And they can. APOC is there, and it's starting to fall apart a little bit. Still tons of time to come back, over 15 minutes. Exactly, Hatchet, exactly. Nice shot at a Crispy right there. See Lineage currently holding top. What is he up to? 22. Lineage actually only 2 points behind Putsy on Catwalk inside. It's the only point that's going well, surprisingly, for FA right now. Looks like Box is being heavily won by Crispy and Fiber at the moment, as Crispy has 17 points, Fiber with 14, and just Faro with the 14. Looks like SDN has a combined 9 there, so... all 3 points held by Red right now, and the lead is continuing to grow, and... this might end up being a one-sided map. I think these teams are fairly evenly matched. I think this was just a very smart map pick by Putsy right here. I don't think FA was expecting this. I don't think they're at all comfortable or prepared for final hours. So I think this was a nice map pick. And like I said, I did see them practicing this yesterday and getting comfortable on it. So good choice by Putsy right there. Smart pick. As we are still watching Crispy's, he's going to pick Boxes back up as Blue was holding all 3 points there for a brief amount of time. Still hold 2 out of the 3. As you see Crispy playing on the left side, perhaps going to assist Catwalk when he can. Sedino moving over there. And we'll see if any changes come in. It is still Vashna over here on outside, by the way. It is playing against APOC on this position. And is going to pick up a kill right there. It looks like he's going to try to move over and help Boxes whenever he does have control. And I think this is a smart choice, as Blue actually starting to do a bit better of a job, as they're slowly clawing their way back, and Vashna on a good little run right here. And Blue holding all 3 points at the moment, until finally inside and Boxes rather, were taken back by Red. So still time here, as it looks like as time goes along here, FA is getting more comfortable on the map. But with that being said, it is all 3 points held once more by Red. So let's check in with Mr. Fiber on the 2v2. This is a nice kill on the Lineage, preventing him from taking Catwalk there. 12.5 minutes left to go. 30-point advantage still for the Red squad of PPD. As we watch APOC, he's actually helping out inside there as he has control. We saw Vashna more patrolling Boxes when he had control of outside there. So each solo player playing it a bit differently over there. Putsy up to 42 points now, and inside still Lineage 41 points. Putsy has way more frags, 50 to the 31 of Lineage, but I know Lineage is getting support from Sedino, but nice job by Lineage. You have to give him credit here, keeping the solo point very close against Putsy. And you see a nice kill bomb there. Oh, that's a tilting spawn. Putsy getting the perfect spawn right there to prevent them from taking Catwalk back. That is unlucky for Lineage. He made a nice kill on the entry. And Putsy spawned right in front of him. Crosshair almost already in position to kill him as he spawned. That feels bad. Feels bad. That was a Bungie on Dungeon against me yesterday, Spawn. Almost at the midway mark. Map number 1, final hour, which was the pick, of course, of PPD. It is going to be Curse on the second map. That one should be interesting. Obviously a more frag-heavy independent map. Which, looking at the lineups, I suppose a slight frag advantage, maybe, overall to FA. So the lead is held in or around 30 points, by the way, overall, for some time here. So don't know how FA is going to try to find a way to claw it back. It looks perhaps like they have switched something, as we see Farah playing over here on Catwalk now. Are they perhaps playing two guys? Because it was the only point they were doing well on. I feel like Farah should perhaps play hallway and help Cat and outside. But you do see looks like he's full Catwalk here with Lineage. I think Lineage was doing just fine. Because as you see, the other 2 points are like perma red right now. Lineage finally going to pick up this one. Has he switched over to outside? It's hard to tell right now. Stay on Lineage for a minute here and try to figure out if he's still actually on Catwalk inside or if he's actually moved to the outside. Still hard to tell. He is going towards inside, so because it is still Vashna. Yeah, over on outside. And again, I can't even see the points because please, one of you mappers, just go in and quickly change the name of that point. That would be awesome. Nice multi by Vashna there. He's going to pick up outside once more. 2 points held by Blue. But the lead is still growing, really, for PPD here. And time is ticking away. It's hard to say where they're bleeding most. Boxes looks to be about 40... Putsy has 20 points on it, too. So the big lead on boxes for PPD. I think that's where the majority of their point lead is coming from. Right here is boxes. They have a lot of combined points on that one. It seems so. Let's actually watch Cedino. It appeared like he has been on a roaming position from the get-go, trying to help all 3 points. And he's got a lot of frags. He has the most in the server, but I'm not sure how effective this has been. Perhaps they made the choice because he doesn't know the map very well and just kind of roam around in DM and help out the points was the thought, but unable to take boxes there. Nice shot by Crispy. Did get a favorable spawn, though, to end up tagging that. Hey, love. And yeah, Bungie, I agree. I think on that team, he kind of has to, right? Like, logically, in a way, you could say he should be on the 2v2 because he's more just of a fragging player and might not have, I don't know, the DOM knowledge and whatever for the solos. But I think just looking at the lineup of FA, I think having Cedino on a solo is probably be the most impactful if he can get good at them. So then they have the option of Vashna or Lineage on the other solo, depending on what they want to do on the 2v2. But again, we'll see how Curse goes. This is turning into a bit of a one-sided game here. It looks like PPD is going to win it pretty handily. But I don't, like, when I look at these teams on paper, I don't think this score reflects the matchup. I think FA is actually should be near the level of this team. So we'll see how Curse goes, the map pick of FA. I think it's going to be a lot closer than this one. I think this was just nice preparation by Putsy and his team and a smart map pick. And they're really pulling away now. Almost a full 60-point lead as they still hold all 3 points. And that is a confirmed 60-point lead right there before Far finally tags boxes. And they just all kind of seem to be everywhere. Bungie and I just played in an IMIX against the Hungarian team on this map, and it kind of feels like FA is playing it the same way as they were right now, where everyone's just kind of all over the place and just trying to make their way to the closest point they spawn to. And not working out too well. How's Crispy doing? 54 kills, 29 points on boxes, 40 Fs, so not great. Not great. But boxes is where a lot of their lead is coming from, as you see. 29 for Crispy, 47 Fiber, 21 for Putsy on boxes as well, and 5 for APOC. So they've really picked up a ton of points from that position. Vasha's done a decent job over here on outside, but it hasn't been enough, and this game is completely out of hand. Let's check back in with Putsy on catwalk inside, up to 74 points on this position. He's blasting. Blast him good. SDN will end up with the most frags in the server. I mean, I guess that's a moral victory for this heavy loss on Final Hour that is upcoming here. Convincing win it is going to be on map number 1. 4 minutes left in it. Putsy trying to kill Lineage. Finally does. I think Farr is coming up here now. No, that was... Oh, it is him, yeah. And gonna take him down too. As Blue was keeping it close, they at one point made a weird switch. Farah ended up playing dedicated catwalk with Lineage. I don't know what the thought process behind that was, because Lineage was already keeping it close. And with SDN roaming, how is that going to work? You can't have two guys up here. And it has not worked, as the lead is a large one for PPD, and they're going to handily take map number 1. Putsy going to pick catwalk back up right here. Farr is there. Who should we? Let's just watch SDN, see what he's up to here. Sedino, nice shot on the Crispy. Through the window, see if he can tag the boxes, and he will do it. Fiber actually doing pretty well. I think he's the lowest salary player on PPD. He's out fragging. They rated Crispy over 500, I believe, and I think Fiber was 200, and he's out fragging him, so there you go. Yeah, perhaps just not getting to the point, taking them as quick as he needs to. It looks like he's playing dedicated boxes, by the way, right now. I don't know at what point this change happened. He was definitely roaming around for the first while. It looks like he is, in fact, playing dedicated boxes at this point. So still a 60-point advantage for PPD. And nice looking win here on Final Hour. You see him struggling to get up the lift there. All 3 points held by Red momentarily. Catwalk was just taken back. Lineage still, see, like, Catwalk inside, 68-35. They have over 100 points on Catwalk inside. They actually have won Catwalk inside against Putsy, a combined effort, but I think they went too hard on Putsy's point. I don't know. And I just think they didn't do it in the best way. Like, instead of having Forrest sitting there, I think he should have played the roam in hallway between catwalk inside and outside, helping both points. I think that would have been the better way to do it. But in any case, they tried it, it didn't work, and they'll have to reset and move on to their map pick Curse and see if they can force a tiebreaker map. Let's finish it off with the Crisp. Trying to find his way back to boxes. This is not the way to go. But he's going to kill Vashna, and hey, he's helping out outside. Here he comes back towards boxes. Sedino finally just took that one back. Crispy in the battle. Oh, Sedino fell off. Go for the tag. Oh, he couldn't. Sedino with the snipe. And Crispy coming back the same way as before. Definitely the first time he's played this map, I can confirm, and clearly a little bit lost here too, so. See if he can hold on to boxes. Whoa, I'm lagging? Or he's lagging? I don't know. Either way, that's a 386 to 292. Nearly a 100-point victory for PPD on map number 1, the final hour. And we'll see if FA can bring it back on Curse. I think that map will suit them a lot more, surely, than final hour did. Tom the Bomb is here. Casted my first match, did a good job of it. Yes, I don't think Crispy knows when he should suicide. I've taught him on a few of the maps, but yeah, he's not on my team, so I don't need to teach him much. That's Putsy's job now. So it's safe to assume. See, here at least Cedino can play, you know, in these lower hallways, DMing and helping out mid. I'm going to guess they're going to have Vashna playing the solo point, which is here on top. And it's hard to say for PPD. It'll obviously be either Putsy or APOC up here, so one of the two. I'm going to guess APOC. I don't know why, but I'm going to guess APOC. And I'm going to guess that Putsy is going to be mid / roam, whatever. Crispy and Fiber are going to be down here. Yeah, and Putsy's going to be mid. That's what I think will be the setup. I would agree, Banco. I think he'll have a better chance of doing it here. He was trying to do it on final hour, and it was not working very well. DC2, looks like they are voting that now. Oh, really? They played the wrong version of Final Hour. That's a remake. That's FA, PM the admins. That's a replay, surely. I will say it would be nice if the incorrect versions of maps were just deleted off the server. It doesn't take much to delete them. Then it would be a little bit less confusing, having like 3 versions of maps sitting there. Crispy is missing. Worst case, I'll hop in and we'll change our name to Crispy. We're good to go. This is, yeah, PG UK 2. So if you look, let's have a look. Like, look at Final Hour. There's fucking 5 of them. There's 5 fucking versions of Final Hour. So they voted the wrong one, but it's... Can you blame them? Like, delete this shit. It's a couple versions of Shader. I think the one we use is XLE18, but I'm not even 100% sure on that. What else? Olden, there's 3 versions. DC2 would be logical. But again, it's like, delete the shit. We know this is the correct one, but delete this. Anyway. Vash is in. Crispy is in. He's just on the wrong team, and his name is Player 3. God damn it. So we'll see what they're gonna do. Again, my prediction is APOC top, Putsy mid, Fiber Crispy lower. And for FA, let's go with Vashna, top. Lineage mid, Farah Sedino low / helping. There's my prediction. On the positions. We have fiber support in here, look at that. Fiber doing a great job on the first map. Holding down boxes quite well. Crispy refusing to change his name. Damn him. Just waiting for Vashna to click in, and we'll be underway. Without question, he was MVP of map number 1. I 100% agree. PPD won final hour by a large margin, almost 100 points. Acid Slam. And this is now the map pick of FA. They're going to try to force a tiebreaker. And like I said before, I think these teams are actually a lot more even than the first map score would suggest. I think they were just really uncomfortable in final hour, and I think this map should be a lot closer. Crispy telling me to leave the server. Blaming me for his leg. And countdown is on. We are underway. Map number 2. Let's see where Pudsy's going. I predicted mid. We'll see where it's going to be. And it looks like he's heading to mid, so that part is right. We can assume APOC is top, or is he? I thought APOC would be top. Looks like, okay, so it's not. He's actually lower. Crispy is top. So they're stacking the 2 lower points, which is logical on this map too. Have all your frag power down here and help each other out. Who is Crispy against up here? Is it Vashna? No, it's actually Farah. So both teams stacking up on the lower points, and the weaker players are playing top as Crispy accidentally fell off, but lucky for him, Lineage was not back. Oh, nice double. Oh, beautiful multi out of the Crisp. We'll stay it on Crisp until he dies. Still has... No one can kill the Crisp. Finally, Sedino does. Let's check in with him. Nice start by Crisp. 5 points on top. Farah does have 4 with only the 2 kills. So it does look like Sedino's playing lower. Although he does have 2 points on middle. Looks like Lineage was desperately trying to get back to middle there, so it looks like Lineage is dedicated mid. Sedino is, looks to be mostly dedicated lower, but, is helping mid as well. And same thing with Vashna. Fiber's on lower with APOC, and Putsy's on mid. So they're definitely going to need to be helping mid a lot with this setup that they're doing. So nice sequence right here to Sedino holding lower pretty well. And it's allowed Blue to come back into the game a bit. They're still down 5 to start out here. He's killing a Fiber. APOC is there, though. Mid has been held for some time. Sedino's doing a nice job on lower, but he's got to help out mid here, as it's Lineage against Putsy once more. And Vashna's with him, too. So, like, they have their 2 strongest fraggers on lower. They need to be helping mid, for sure. And even still, you look at the Dom points, they only have 6 total on lower, SDN and Vashna, so I don't know what's going on here, but it's not working too well. So we watch Putzy in the midpoint. Nice kill by Lineage. Right there, taking that one back. So Lineage doing a surprisingly decent job on these solos. Both maps. You did a good job on Final Hour as well. Catwalk inside against Putzy, who we're watching right now. See, uncontested for some time here. Until Lineage finally gets back. There we go. ISDN supporting a little better this time. And the game is still close. 7-point advantage for red, but the blue holds all 3 points right now. So the comeback is on, and it's coming up quick as the lead is now down to 2 as Putzy is going to take mid back, but it's only a 2-point advantage here. On an interesting setup, I did not expect Crispy to be on the solo point. I assumed it would always be APOC and Putzy on those solos, but not the case this time, as it is still a 2-point advantage. Slim margin here for PPD. See APOC trying to get back to lower. He is with Fiber. And this is a neck-and-neck game. 5 minutes in. Basically tied at 71. And this one is going to go down to the wire, it would appear. The top point... It's funny, you know, you would think lower would be where most of the points would be coming from with SDN and Vashna down there, but the majority of the points are coming from Farah on upper against Crispy. He's up to 30 now against only the 12 of Crispy. And I'd imagine he's getting a bit lost, and you see against 2 there. So FA with a 3-point advantage now, try to force that tiebreaker map, which, by the way, will be campgrounds if we do require it. Still a long way to go before then, as this is a hell of a close game, as we're watching the 1v1 ensue. Crispy against Farah up here, and Farah overall has had the better of it. Big point advantage, 33 to 14, but Crispy doing a nice job holding it here for an extended period of time, allowing red to narrow the gap a bit. Still a 5-point advantage for FA. And nice killing spree to Crispy. Doing a better job now of holding top. And red holding all 3 points now. Looks like they're going to make the comeback happen. So 3-point lead now for FA. This is as close as it gets right here. Let's switch it back to Sedino. You see him in a battle against Putzy right there, trying to get mid back, and loses that one. And all 3 points held by PPD, and they might take that lead back, and they have. PPD back in the lead. The lead keeps switching between the two teams. Quite a close battle we have going right here. Sedino has a foothold on lower again, but you see during that, Vashna, Sedino, they're DMing here both on the lower point, while the midpoint was red that whole time. Surely one of them should be able to move over there and help get mid back. They need to assist Lineage against Putzy. You see Putzy, he's already up to 44 points. It's unacceptable. You have your 2 highest fraggers down here on lower. I feel like FA would actually be winning pretty handily, honestly, if they were helping middle more. And there's no reason they shouldn't be able to. SDN, Vashna against Fiber and APOC. It's quite mind-boggling even. You look at the lower points, APOC and Fiber actually have more. 16 for APOC, 18 for Fiber against the 20 for SDN and only 11 for Vashna. See SDN with a rampage now, which is nice, but doesn't look like he's going to be helping mid unless he spawns over there. And this is how red is staying in the game, honestly. 54 points for Putzy. That is where PPD is staying in the game, surely. as they've kind of left. There we go. There's Cedino helping this time. If Cedino consistently is doing that, I think FA will be able to win this one and force the tiebreaker. But if he's just sitting static on lower, spawn killing and whatnot, I don't think it's going to be enough because Putsy's just going to rack up too many points. You see even Putsy moving over to help lower there from mid as he's just too uncontested over here. Also, what happened to the music? I minimized. If your shit looks fucked up, that is why. I had to put the tunage back on. I couldn't hear nothing. 1 point, make it. It's 1 point advantage for PPD. This is as close of a game as you're going to see. Nearly at the halfway point of Curse here, the map pick of FA, and this is quite the close battle right here. It is currently a 2 point advantage, 2 points held for Red. Crispy, by the way, has brought it back on top. He's still down 12 points, but 30 to 42 now. He's actually up 10 frags on Farah. So top point getting a lot closer, which is going to help Red's chances as they have been cleaning up on mid. As we watch Putsy now trying to take down Lineage and does. All 3 points held briefly there. But it is still a very narrow margin. As watch APOC for a little bit here. He is on lower with Fiber. And you see, even there, like, perhaps should have went over to middle. It's held by Lineage. So it's safe to say teams are just going to keep doing what they're doing here and hope to pull away. Yeah, indeed, Douglas. It's easier when you're adding a new map that, you know, is in reality a map that's been around forever, right? Like, I remember the first time I played this Dom Curse map. I mean, you know where everything is. Everyone knows Curse, right? So it makes it a lot easier to feel comfortable on it because you're never spawning and being lost or anything like that, which is obviously what frustrates people the most with newer maps. So Crispy, he's out-fragging, like I said, Farah by 10 here. But Farah does have more Dom points, 50 to 37. Overall, Crispy's doing a pretty good job, I would say, on the solo. And all 3 points held by Red. It is a 3-point advantage, make it 2. But there's no point even commenting on it. The lead just keeps swinging back and forth. So it looks like it's going to come down to the last minute here. Cedino, that would have been a big kill to pick up right there if he could. He did come over to mid, though, to help, and that's a better job right there. It's going to assist Farah for the moment against Crispy, and does. Going to switch over to mid here. You saw Putsy entering through window, and Putsy, nice double there. Going to hang on to mid. Red's starting to pull more of a considerable lead here now. 9 points it is. After the game being essentially even the whole way here. Red is building its first substantial lead at 10. But it is blue now, holding all 3 points. See if they can bring that one back. Nice ultra to Cedino here. Can't hit the monster, but Vashna was there, and they still do hold lower. You see middle is held by Red, though. Lineage just got it back. And my god, this is a close game right here. I tend to agree, Bungie. I think, yeah, I agree. Let's just leave it at that. Strange tactic, surely. Four-point lead now. Blue has brought it back a little bit, but it is Red holding 2 points. Is there? Cedino finally figured out where Fiber was, and down he goes. It's a nice multi here. Malevolence, I can see that working. I mean, really, you could convert pretty much any of the DM maps into a DOM map, really. So, it's probably the best route if you're wanting new maps. It's just converting. Morpheus, I don't know. All the low graph shit, how much I'd enjoy that, but... Let's check in with the Vashna. I haven't really watched him much. 116 kills, second behind the Sedino. Just behind APOC as well. Crispy bringing top back again, by the way. Just down 10-ish at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with Olden and Garden. I think Condemned is really not a good map for Instagib in general. Certainly awful for high ping. Cryptic is terrible right now, but I think if they made that portal go both ways, that would completely change that map, honestly. Because it would make it more like having 2 solo points instead of having 3 guys standing in a room staring at one entrance for people to come in. I mean, that's horrifically bad design. I mean, it's changed drastically. If they just make that portal go both directions, it would add a totally different dynamic to the map. As you could be assisting both solos from that position. So it'd make it so much less of just a standing still, pre-aiming at a fucking slow opening door and a ramp entrance. It's just a very small, subtle change that I think would improve that map quite a lot. It is only a 3-point lead again now, by the way, so FA has brought it back, and the close battle continues. See no one over here for Putsy. He was able to freely take it. And as you can see, lowers health, so we know what's happening on there. Sedino, Vasha DMing their way, but if you're not moving over to mid and helping and getting these points, it's not going to work out. And they're, for the majority of the time, they haven't been helping out enough, in my opinion. With that being said, Sedino does have 20 points on mid, so he is going over there some at least helping, so that's good to see. Either way, puts you up to nearly 100 points on middle right now. He's about to hit that mark, as we saw Sedino going over there to tag mid. So 3.5 minutes left, and a 7-point advantage coming in for PPD. So what are they going to do? How's that top matchup going? Crispy 54 for PPD, and 70 for Farah. So Farah is winning that one. I don't even know what FA could really change here in the last couple of minutes to try to make a comeback. It's been so close, but with time ticking down, it's... This 10-point advantage looks huge for FA, to be honest. APOC trying to hold against both of them on lower. Couldn't do it. 2 out of 3 points held. If they could pick up middle, Blue could forge a comeback here. They're still holding 2 out of 3, but a nice double by APOC to slow the momentum. 2.5 minutes left. Still a 7-point advantage for PPD. Can they hold on here? FA is going to need to start hitting their shots and holding their points if they're going to make a comeback. Switch it over to Sedino once more. They shut onto Fiber. He's trying to help at mid now. And here he comes. There's still time to do it. They hold all 3 points now. Upper was just taken back by Crispy. But if they can still hold these 2 out of 3, they can make their way back. They're only down 3 now. So they have closed that margin, and it continues to close. Now Red holding 2. So they're within 3, but Red holding all 3 momentarily until Cedino is assisting top right there. They just got to get mid back. They'll hold all 3. Putzy still holding well over there, though, up to 110 points on mid. And their lead is back up to 6. Blue got right back within a couple points. But then Red pulled right back out, as they did hold 3 points there for 5 seconds or so, and that actually made a big difference. And it is a 6-point advantage now with just over a minute left. APOC with the random monster kill. Upper is held by Pharah, but oh no, all 3 points now held by Red. They do have 2. They're down 10 again, so it looks like PPD is going to just narrowly hold on here. It's been a hell of a close map all the way. But unless Blue, they're going to have to hold... They got to hold all 3 points here for 10 seconds or so to get tied again. Which is going to be difficult on a high-paced map like Curse. See if they can do it. They're only 2 out of 3 right now. They don't have Upper. Crispy's still holding that. They're about to take that back. And they're still holding 2 out of 3, but they are still down 10. With only 20 seconds left, it doesn't look like it's going to be possible anymore. Perhaps if they can hold all 3 points for the last 15 seconds here, I think that's what it would take. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen. PPD going to win 2 straight against Team FA. And it is confirmed and done. A map and match win. 2-0 by PPD. Well played. I'd love the map pick a final hour, but like I predicted, I figured Curse would be a lot closer. I think the first map blowout was simply because of the map. And we saw Curse was a hell of a lot closer between those 2 teams. Thank you, thank you. I will upload to my YouTube and post the link when it is done, like usual. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.